Hey y'all, Milton here with Savannah River Outdoors, and let's get, there we go. All right, and today we are working on the worm farm and extracting worms from the dirt. Fun. It's been a minute since my last video. But nevertheless, I got time for us. So, on my farm, I have a worm farm. It's right here in totes. I have another one in the house. I'm in this stage of cleaning them out and getting the worms extracted and getting the dirt and putting it in our raised beds for our farm, and then using the worms for more fishing videos. Speaking of which, I'm sorry about being late on the Will It Bait video with the marshmallows. It's been crazy weather lately and haven't had any time to actually go on the water, but that video will be coming soon. Do not fear, it will be here. But this is where we're at now, getting worms out of the garden. Flip that around. And using them as bait. Hi. But yeah, you need the worms to catch the bait fish to catch the big fish. And today, that is exactly what we're doing. Getting the bait and the dirt, and then selling the worms. Also, I will be using a 5-gallon bucket, a screen door that I found, pretty much. It has a screen that is a 1/8 inch. That is really good for, sifting out worms, especially the small ones. And 1/4 also works for bigger worms. 1/4 to 1/8. It works very well. I suggest those. You can have these wooden beams right here. You don't have to. You can just have the mesh. I've done it with just the mesh, but I find the wood works very well. And you need a small cup. I have a foam cup that I sell the worms in. And this is what I'm going to use to hold the worms. And a ginormous bag of peat moss for future worm beds that I will be making. Now, let's have some fun, shall we? Alright, let's reposition y'all. So, I will be cutting in and out of this video because to make this short and not boring. But all you do is get a handful of dirt from your worm bed and then put it on top of your screen mesh, and you can shake it, or you can just do that. Gets all the worms out. And you might be like, what if the worms fall through the wire? They don't. They typically, see, I've done this a few times, so there might not be some worms in here, but don't make me a liar. And yep, right here. They lay across the wire, and you catch them that way. A little tiny worm right there. A really baby, itty bitty baby. We'll just keep him in the dirt, and he can go in the garden and have some good, nice eating. But yeah, that's how it works. Very simple. We'll be cutting in and out of this video. I'll see you in a little bit. So, sorry about the wind noise, but as you shake, as you can see, there's a handful here, but as you shake, there are little worms like this right here, and they get caught on the wire, and then you just see them, pick them up, put them in your cup. Got a bunch of little baby ones in there. Move on. Nope, there's another one right there. But yeah, this batch of worms, this bed got actually sick I'm guessing the pH in the dirt was too high. I haven't tested it yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And started hurting the worms. And that did not do very well, but, oops, sorry. And that's why I'm here sifting through these things. But there we go. Ugh. I found a big bucket and then emptied it. And now it's my new worm bucket. So now I have a bucket that the screen fits better. Oh, there we go. Oh, let that focus. There we go. And there we go. Much better. It's okay, by the way, to have some worms, I guess, fall through when they're super tiny. Like I just pulled this one out of the bottom of this bucket. But these are little baby worms. They won't hurt you. They won't do anything bad. I can't sell them anyway. I'm just going to stick it in that bucket over there, and maybe he'll get bigger one day. But yep, there we go. Let's get back to it. Alright, we finished up clearing out all these worms. You can see all them little baby worms in there. In the new bucket they go. Cover them up. They'll dive down. Here is all of the dirt that we got. It took me a minute, but I eventually did get it. And I gotta do it again. Another day though, of course. I'm not doing that again in one night. Spent just 2 hours on that. But yeah, got that. We'll be putting that in the raised bed. Probably weighs a solid 200 pounds, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of heavy. And get that in some raised bed. Probably clean some of this up mess I made, and put that in, and then we will also make more worm buckets tomorrow, so we can have more friends and more fishing times. Thank you for watching this video with Savannah River Outdoors. And if you liked the video, like and subscribe. If you have some tips for me, I'm always open. I'm very young and very naive when it comes to this thing, so some tips would always help. If you have a garden at home or some worm beds or something, give me some tips on some feed or some sifting technique or something. I would very appreciate it. Thank you. And I will see y'all next time.